InnerScope is dealing with the growing issue of hearing impairment and doing it with technology and at a lower cost. So with me is the CEO, Matthew Moore, to explain more about this. And Matthew, great to have you again. Great to see you again.
Thank you for having me again.
So let's start. So last time we talked, you pointed out there's a huge underserved market here, 40 million Americans that are living with some untreated or undetected hearing loss, which could have serious consequences for other diseases. That was fascinating to me, is that hearing loss can lead to other issues with the body. So can you explain a little bit more about how much is not being treated and what kind of other health issues it could lead to?
Absolutely. I mean, really, hearing loss is really connected to so many other parts of the body, as well as it can lead to dementia, Alzheimer's, risk of falling, hospitalization, depression, even suicide. I mean, literally, a person with untreated hearing loss compared to someone with hearing loss that is being treated actually lives 3 years less. So really, it is a huge issue that needs to be addressed. And there's really two major barriers why people don't buy hearing devices today. One of them is price, and the second is accessibility, which has been created by so many people to choose to live with risk of untreated hearing loss. And the first one, price. The current average typical set of hearing aids range from about $4,000 to upwards of $10,000 for a set of devices. And the high price is due to the lack of accessibility. The current lack of accessibility is because of the traditional delivery model. The traditional delivery model is in office. You know, you go to your local hearing center, Miracle, Beltone, those are the big franchises. You go there, that's where you get these high expensive hearing devices. And then also 98% of all hearing devices delivered and sold in this country are actually in the in the office delivery model right now. So that's the reason why is that InnerScope is all about breaking down those barriers due to advancements in hearing technology, new government regulations, which actually is deregulating hearing devices by adding a third category, which is over-the-counter hearing aids, which should be enacted here any day now, essentially. And then also the increased acceptance and popularity of telehealth. Our devices have telehealth remote fitting technologies built into it. So our licensed hearing specialists, audiologists, our specialists can actually remotely dial into the person's hearing device anywhere in the world and provide that professional adjustments, just like you would have at your local hearing center. So that's one of the reasons why that we're able to break down those barriers, addressing the price by bringing the price down to as little as $500 for a set of hearing devices, versus something that is $4,000 to $10,000 for a set. And then also is that we're basically cutting out the middleman. That is basically what InnerScope's doing with our devices. We're empowering the consumers to take control of their hearing health. Hearing care is not location specific anymore. We're launching free hearing screening kiosks. We have signed distribution agreements of our products with numerous retailers. We're actually also launching hearing screening kiosks where a person can take their hearing test within 2 to 3 minutes, find out if they have a hearing loss or not, and then they'll be able to actually purchase those devices from that retailer or from InnerScope's website. So we have just so many great things going on to address the price, accessibility, to really get hearing health as a really on the forefront of this global humanitarian issue of untreated hearing loss.
Well, and you talked about how the model is changing from, going to a facility versus direct to consumer. So how is InnerScope on the cutting edge of that? And that is one of the main things that drives the cost down, correct?
Absolutely. The more accessibility and the more that we're able to spread and get more people to buy hearing devices. Right now, less than 2 million people are buying hearing aids each and every year, with over 40 million that actually suffer from hearing loss and that are not getting treated. So it's a huge amount of people that need to be treated still. So, we actually have just connected with a huge marketing and brand awareness individual. His name is Chris Ivory. He's now our chief brand advisor. He's actually married to Ellen Pompeo, which is on the star of Grey's Anatomy on ABC. So he's, we're going to be working together. We're going to be bringing some globally recognized entertainment and sports celebrities to bring in hearing health advisors and bring in hearing health ambassadors to really, grow the awareness of hearing loss, why people need to be treated with it. And on top of that, we just signed which I talked about last time. We just signed a BJ's wholesale club. They're going to be launching our products to their 6 million members here any day now. And it is a fantastic time to really start to get your hearing addressed. And we're going to be really growing the message of why people need to get their hearing addressed. And we're going to be there to show the way of lower cost, as well as bringing additional accessibility to the market.
Well, and I remember you talked a lot about technology, Bluetooth, and there was like an app and things like that you were using as well. That just probably also brings down the price, but then helps people be able to operate it, makes it more accurate for people.
Absolutely. Yeah. Our latest hearing devices that we're launching are fully app controlled, self-adjusting through the smartphone. And that's been the biggest advancements in hearing technology in the past 5 or 6 years. That your cell phone now with Bluetooth, because our hearing devices are Bluetooth, that our devices can be self-controlled and self-controlled, self-adjusted hearing devices that you can fully have accessibility with your cell phone. So that way, on the fly, a person can adjust their hearing their hearing devices to make them sound better in different situations. That's the difference versus old technology, where you have to still go to the clinic to get them adjusted. So that is where we're giving the consumers, we're empowering the consumers to take control of their hearing and take control of their hearing aids.
Well, thank you so much, Matthew, for coming. And I hope we get an update once you get the BJ's distribution all done, and we can talk more about that.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much for having me.
Thank you.